has he really been tested? Like, all his fights been in Japan. Half of them were at 108. You know, fighting guys that stand right in front of him. You know, everything went his way. You know, he's at home, lower weight class, so we don't know. But Saturday we're gonna make him fight, and we're gonna see if he really is what the hype is all about. For him, it's been given to him a little bit. You know, being in a big promotion in Japan, and you know everything's been laid out for him. You know, we're gonna see if the power is devastating like everybody says on Saturday, and we're gonna work to the victory, and we're gonna put the hype down.
Round 1, feeling out. Inoue moved with ease, but every shot sounded deeper, heavier, meaner. Neves didn't realize right away this wasn't just speed, it was precision.
And he's called the Monster, Andre, because of his knockout power in the 11 knockouts in 13 fights. But according to CompuBox, more jabs than any other top fighter in the world, and lands the second most per round of any top fighter in the world, Gennady Golovkin. And that, of course, underlines the fact that power is often set up
behind the jab, like you just mentioned, so that's definitely an asset.
Landed a right hand to begin the fight. Jab on a classic 1-2. There's the classic 1-2 again. He says his best punch is his left hook, and he hasn't unfurled that one quite yet. Just missed with one, but you can see that it's quick. Nieves is quite aware that he's up against a guy who's regarded as a monstrous
their
talent.
eyes peeled right now on this fight, because Inoue, those who have seen him and followed him have been saying things. This being his American TV debut, people want to see what they have here.
And already we've seen one thing that some fighters wait a long time to learn. Nieves is aware of the jab, so a couple of times Inoue leads with the left hook.
His father taught him well. He's fundamentally sound, and that power he has behind those fundamentals.
Nieves is here with a game plan. You can see he has an idea of what he wants to do in there.
Which is?
He wants to punch when want him to punch. He's trying to time him in between. He's trying to get in there, and he's trying to also punch with Inoue.
Nieves is definitely there mentally. Like you said, Jim, saying all the right things. I just don't know if he can translate that physically.
Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job of blocking it with his left elbow. Comes back with a series of punches of his own.
Inoue tries to set his stuff up, and Nieves feints and tries to punch with Inoue to get his shot in there first.
So Nieves has already around with one good hard counter left-hand shot that landed on Inoue.
This is where Inoue has had his way so far, so he wants to make him uncomfortable.
The way he extends the jab to maximum impact.
From round 2, it turned clinical. Body shots took away his breath.
Nieves has there's the feint. Inoue wants to wait a little bit to punch sometimes. Punch in between when he's waiting. Or he's waiting for Inoue to punch and punching with him to land his own shot.
Good 1-2 by Inoue.
With the puncher is obviously you can get caught with a clean shot. Good shot from Nieves.
Right hand over the looping right hand upstairs.
Well, it's not a good idea to punch with the times Inoue has been a little bit wide. But you power is obvious.
Inoue has never been knocked down, technically, all he did an amateur fight. So he has had one knockdown scored against him, although he says it was a punch. Now Inoue sticking the jab. That's his game. His father asked for body shots. Haven't seen a body shot yet from Inoue. Now he goes downstairs and comes back up and fires the left hook to the body.
Vicious left hand to the body from Inoue.
He's a 115-pounder, boy. He's going with some force.
You can hear that.
These guys are so small, you go, boy, he hits like a lightweight. And that's a compliment.
I think at the end of the day, if there was one thing, the first fight for Juan Francisco Estrada, it was having his and maximizing the power.
Yeah, he was always in position to punch. He was never out of position. And that's the same thing you see with always in position to punch, regardless of what it is.
I think he bothered Nieves with that hard right hand off the jab. Nieves trying to come back with some body shots. Inoue just standing in, looking, waiting, and he launches again.
From below the flyweight division, and the other guy's coming down from 122 pounds. you know, the fighting a naturally larger man, responsible defensive fighter. And given those circumstances, the question here is, can Inoue impose?
Inoue drives Nieves back just a little bit. Left hand to the body, placement rather than power. Now combinations.
10
Inoue heard the 10-second warning clap and thought it was the bell.
That saved Nieves right there.
Nieves backed up, answered less and less, and the Japanese fighter moved like a scalpel. Cold, measured, and
In
savage.
Bangkok, it would say, Wikaksil Wangak. Round 3, schedule 12. You can see that Harold Letterman, unofficially, not surprisingly, Naoya Inoue winning the first 2 rounds.
Inoue is trying to pick up where he left in that last round, and he wants to test him to see how hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster. When a guy has fast hands, a good, he applies all those things. It's a nightmare for the opponent.
He just did something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. He saw the target and adjusted the arc of the punch as it was traveling through the air to give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the face. Now there's a perfect uppercut.
Punches, sometimes he uses athletic ability to avoid punches and doesn't always use kind of classic technical defense. You think that'll be a problem against the next level?
It remains to be seen. Inoue is only 24 years old, so his reflexes are at their very height right now. That will be a problem down the stretch if he continues to fight style.
A lot of time between now and then, though.
We're talking a lot about the power of Inoue, but as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, jab that's separating Inoue from his opponent tonight and his opponents previous to this night. He has an Ike Corte-like.
It's a heavy jab, meaning his weight comes out over his front foot when he throws it.
Oh, and it sets up power shots like discouraging to Nieves.
Well, you could
Happened toward the end of the last round, and you could see Nieves' confidence just go down a little bit as Inoue so easily landed combination after combination.
But listen, when you're getting hit with those, game plan can go out the window quick. All of a sudden, excuse me, Jim. All of a sudden, it doesn't become worth it to extend yourself with heavy shots to the head and the body. Like
Balance and timing. He seems always to be in the right position on his feet.
He's a pick'em type puncher. He'll throw a jab, he'll throw a lead right hand, but he's a pick'em type puncher, not necessarily a combination.
He'll respond to an opportunity, even if it wasn't his plan to do so.
Absolutely.
He's a pick'em type puncher until he gets his guy hurt, and then he throws in combination.
I like that.
Now, every time you hit this kid and you turn, you're getting some good stuff off. But you can't stop, man. You got to keep it going, all right? Let's see if we can't work.
Terrific accuracy. See that? I mean,
Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 3 unofficially?
okay, so you're making it 3-0, 30-27. Naoya Inoue. You know, Jim, it's amazing his accuracy. I'm talking about Inoue. When he throws a punch, man, he don't miss.
His fighter has a chance, as though he's not taking it through.
Really amazing job he's doing. 3-0 Inoue.
The trainer has an unenviable task because what's impressive about Inoue is here he is against a plan's not working, but come up with a better one.
Only the 4th round out of 12. He does need to keep a close eye on Nieves. Nieves is a tough kid, but he is taking a lot of punishment right now. It's really tough. Do you go technical or do you apply? Or do you appeal to his heart? Do you motivate him and rah-rah? It's a tough and unenviable position.
Well, win or lose, it's a big week in one way for Nieves. He works at a PNC bank full-time in Cleveland, and this week he was profiled in the Wall Street Journal, and he's fighting. That can't hurt him as his banking career goes forward, and he said, I'm never going to give up my Inoue, it seemed to me, took the first minute of this round off to allow Nieves to throw some punches and let his clock wind down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was by design. I don't know if Inoue was resting or if he was trying to let the punishment from
To lure Nieves into an exchange where he wouldn't have to try to open Nieves' defense. He could just, catch him in an exchange.
Like that. And by the way, I mentioned that CompuBox has him throwing more jabs per round than any other top fighter in the sport, an average of 37 coming in. He's throwing 41 jabs per round here tonight.
Coming into the 5th round, Inoue's corner gave him the finishing shot, wild left hooks to the body. Inoue attacked more viciously, aiming at Nieves' food basket.
Seen so many of them over the years, and some of them have been among the sport's most.
I mean, ideally, I think it's a great thing, much in between.
I think that's a great point.
I think Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next, because it's a lopsided, tremendous rematch in the main event. This is his American TV debut. We all know he's good. If he can capture their imagination and really look devastating, make some water cooler buzz the next, on Monday at work. And if he scores a knockout here pretty soon, is just a kind of sameness to every round and an extended fight.
And now in round 5 into the ring, and he can't find it as Inoue continues to track him down, pin him against the ropes, and pound him with power shots. Nieves trying to slip away to the side, and Inoue just keeps walking him down, gets him into
Beautiful
position.
body shots all night. And here we see another left that lands right by the solar plex. Nieves hesitates and then decides to take a knee.
Facing and lands a body shot with authority.
One or two more of those, he could end this fight, Jen. Andre, this is what you did against Kovalev. When you saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yup, there it is.
First time in the ring with a fighter like Naoya Inoue.
Now, why throw anything other than a left hook to the body if you're Inoue?
Exactly.
Fight's
On the
over.
band and the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't move.
Going around. Inoue stalking.
There it is.
Another body shot with the left hook. That one hurt Nieves as well.
Right back, but I literally don't think you should throw another punch other than a hook to the body.
And there's another one. And there's another one. But not with enough authority to change anything. Another left hook to the body. Inoue listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Another left hook to the body. Another left hook to the body. Inoue trying to dip punch in boxing. I don't care who you are, who you're fighting, where you've been brought up. Learn to throw the left hook to it will win you more fights than any other weapon.
He's about to win by stoppage, but he's only throwing one hook at a time. This contest continuing because it's not a contest anymore. We're just waiting for the final hook. Don't know what's the point after that last round.
Bernard Hopkins against Oscar De La Hoya. Arturo Gatti against Leonard Doreen. The legs go numb beneath the waist. The will goes away. The knockout comes.
Right in front of him. So he's going to continue to throw that left hook to the body, and it's a damaging thing to do. Like,
Why the inexperience from Inoue, only having 13 fights. He wants to throw that left to the body. So Nieves has enough experience where he can guard against that shot. He's got to switch it up, throw it right to the body.
He threw the right to the body, and Nieves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that.
Another left hook to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots land. That is enough.
I know he's not dazed in a way like he's but why does he need to keep taking this
over and over and over? The sledgehammer left to the body.
You can see that right hand glued to his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up. You got to go away and then come back to it.
And with the chance to put on a show now, Inoue is doing some big things from me in the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Nieves in a minute. To the layman, it looks like he's still in the fight, but if you know what you're looking at, he's had enough. It's a lot of the hand, and it's only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big right hand
to the body
from Inoue.
What a vicious bleeding now, and who knows what's going on internally in his rib cage.
Another left to the body to finish.
By round 7, his corner threw in the towel.
Where trainer Joseph Delgado has a decision to make.
The winner and still undefeated and still the reigning and defending WBO Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Naoya Monster Inoue. The winner and still undefeated and still the reigning and defending WBO.
Coming back for one more round could have given Nieves lasting body damage.
All night. Here we see another left that lands right by the solar plex. Nieves hesitates and then decides to take a knee.
They gave up on home soil against a man who came in silence, but spoke louder than anyone.
Now, listen to me. We know that we have an opportunity now.
3 years later, Inoue came back to America. His opponent was the deluded boxer, Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Fulton was undefeated and the unified super bantamweight world champion. So he boldly declared,
the hype is around amongst him because he's a Japanese person doing these things. So I feel like the hype is around because of that. Not only that, Power don't just win fights. I'm smart. How you think I got here? The power may be a matter to the fans because they're looking at the records, but who has he fought of my style? Who has he fought?
At the beginning, Fulton was unwilling to take a step back, but Inoue soon released the punches that brought him back to his senses. Round 2, Inoue was now in the matrix and released power shots were like nothing Fulton has. By round 3, the super bantamweight champion was now looking like a scared chicken. Inoue was landing freely. flurry at the end of the 6th round was a sign of what to come. Adding extra torque to his punch, Inoue released a right hand that made Fulton run like he had seen a monster, and Inoue chased him and cut off his last bit of consciousness, dropping Fulton for the first time in his career. Fulton magically came back for more. So Inoue pulverized him against the fence, and it was in the hands of the referee to save the defending champion from long-term damage. After the fight, Fulton had to change his trainers, and the American confessed to Inoue's smartness.